Knights are back out onto the field. They've switched sides. We are getting ready to start final 45 minutes of this contest. The first half was all Knights right off the get-go. First goal of the game for the Knights came in the second minute off the foot of Nehemiah Crawford. Crawford got another goal in the 5th minute off of an assist from Javon Dawkins. The third goal of the game came off the foot of Storm Robinson back in the 14th minute, and the goal after that came off the foot of Talik Willis, and then the last goal came off the foot of Yassine Pt.3. So that gets us to where we are right now in the second half with a 5-0 score in favor of your Knights. Brano take the goal kick here. A minute into the second half. Not a very good goal kick. Neither team able to control it. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Sea Devils. There's the Knights with a throw-in. Interesting to see the Knights back out here in the second half with pretty much their entire starting lineup back out onto the field, except with Ibrahim Koyate on the field instead of Tiger Whitman. It's an interesting choice. I thought Coach Joe Fiedler would go with more of his bench players. As we saw really the last 30 minutes of the first half was pretty much all bench players for the Knights. Ibrahim Koyate with the steal, pass over to Munley. Munley loses it. Here come the Sea Devils. Whistle blows. It'll go against the Knights. Sea Devils will have possession of the ball here on this restart. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Sea Devils once again. Here's a throw-in for the Knights. Nehemiah Crawford controls it. Crawford still looking to join the hat trick club. He had 2 goals in the first half. Looking to get a third here in the second. Crawford pass back to Storm Robinson. Robinson starting to cut towards the middle. Pass over to Munley. Munley's got an opportunity here. He can cross or shoot. Sea Devils defender cuts him off. Finally does get a cross off, but a couple Sea Devils players right there to get ahead on it. Hit it out of bounds. Hoffmeister comes down with the loose ball though. He's trying to work his way into the box where he can get a shot off. He had a shot earlier in the first half. Wasn't a good one. Speaking of a man who had a not very good shot in the first half, Nathan Nokar, and he follows that one up with a not very good shot in the second half, but a better shot than he had in the first half, that's for sure. A goal kick for the Sea Devils. We've played almost a full 4 minutes here. Alexander Munley with the ball, near sideline, gets past one defender, and he gets tripped up from behind, but no call. Wow. Thought that was a pretty blatant trip from behind, but referee wasn't in the right position to see it, or my eyes deceived me. Trent Hoffmeister with pass up to Avatrani. Avatrani can't control it, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights, and here will be the Sea Devils with the throw-in. Sea Devils throw-in over to Avatrani. Again, the ball goes out of bounds. Sea Devils will throw in. Hoffmeister elevates in the air, gets a head on it, heads that ball in the general direction of Ibrahim Koyate. Koyate can't come down with it. Here come the Sea Devils on the attack. Trying to get something going offensively, but unable to do anything with it so far. And the shot, easy save by Patrick Coonan. I believe that's Coonan's second save. Really has not been tested at any point in this contest. Coonan getting the start because Trevor Brookhart, the normal starting goalkeeper for the Knights, had to sit today's game out with the red card. Brookhart was issued the red card in Thursday's game. But a lot of these players are starting here for the Knights today. Bailey Lyons usually comes off of the bench. He's getting the start for Steve Momenya, who also got a card. Not a good sign there. Nehemiah Crawford went down to 1D momentarily. He's not limping, but he's walking gingerly. I don't know how much longer he will be playing in this game. With a 5-goal lead, you see your leading goal scorer on your team starting to walk gingerly, go down to a knee momentarily. Get him out of the game and preserve him for the stretch run, as this season is approaching the end. Knights need to get as many wins as they possibly can. Want to stack that record as we get towards tournament time. Coonan will take the goal kick. Nice head there by Koyate. Crawford gets pushed down there. We will have a yellow card, our first card of the game, issued to, I believe, number 6, Andrew Barton.
Yellow card issued to Sea Devils number 6, Andrew Barton.
Barton will take a seat on the bench. Not for long. He doesn't even go over towards the bench. He stands over on the sideline right at the front of the scorer's table. So I'm sure at the next whistle he will come back into the game for the Sea Devils. Good opportunity there. Avatrani with a great cross into the middle of the box. One of his teammates got a head on it. Couldn't see who it was, but wasn't a very accurate head ball as it split the uprights. On Sunday, that'll count for 3, but here today, it doesn't count for anything. There will be a goal kick opportunity for the Sea Devils. Sea Devils will have a throw in here. Number 27, Lennon McCartney Barrier will take the throw. I'm going to go on a limb and say Lennon McCartney Barrier's parents are big-time Phoenix fans. Javon Dawkins with the pass over to his goalkeeper, Patrick Coonan. Coonan passes it right back to Dawkins. Dawkins got to get something here. He had a couple blue jerseys around him. Finally turned it over to one of those blue jerseys, but he gets it right back. You like to see that from Javon Dawkins. Dawkins, a freshman out of Parkville, Maryland, stands at 5'10". Dawkins, I believe, has been a starter since day 1 here this season. Koyate with the ball on his foot, got 3 blue jerseys around him, but somehow finds a way to get past him. One of those blue jerseys tripped him up. Falls to the ground. This will be a free kick opportunity for the Knights. We've almost played a full 10 minutes here at CCVC Essex. In the second half of this contest between the Sea Devils and your Knights. Here's Albert.
Can't stop yawning.
Always starting to say, here's Avatrani making the run, but Avatrani has the ball stolen from him. And Nehemiah Crawford went in there with the slide tackle with a reckless abandonment. And there, Alexander Munley took a seat on the carpet after just getting leveled there. Andrew Barton. Barton letting a little bit of frustration out. But he's got to be careful. He already has a yellow card. Another yellow, he'll be issued a red. I'm surprised he didn't get a yellow for that one. He kind of just did his best truck stick impression. Just laid the hit stick on Alexander Munley. But Munley, he popped right back up. He's a tough kid. He watches a lot of hockey. Javier Avatrani looks to be taking the free kick, but he's got two players in front of him, maybe a little misdirection. Puts it right into the middle of the wall, but Tiger Whitman chases down the loose ball. What will he do with it? He's got 3 blue jerseys around him, and he lets one of those blue jerseys kick it out of bounds. Nathan Nokar coming off his defensive line to take this free kick. Nathan Nokar, he's got one thing on his mind right now. He's got getting a goal on his mind. He wants to redeem himself for those 2 bad shots he had earlier in today's game. I heard one of the fans here, as the teams came back onto the field for the second half, one of the fans was giving Nathan Nokar some trouble for his less than stellar shot he had in the first half. Dawkins, the head ball, who will come down with the 50-50 ball. Nathan Nokar, nice elevation there to get his head on the ball. He does head it out of bounds. Sea Devils still with possession. After the throw-in, Javon Dawkins just kicks it out of the danger zone, but the Sea Devils still with possession, but they lose it. Coyote with a pass to Storm Robinson. Robinson can't control it for long as he turns it over. Here's a long pass from the Sea Devils. It's met by Javon Dawkins. Goes out of bounds. Sea Devils will have the ball on the throw-in. Sea Devils letting a lot of time tick off the clock. I think they know that this game's pretty much over. Just want to keep fighting and not give up. But a 5-goal lead with 33 minutes left against this nice defense. Look, the fat lady's not singing, but she's behind me warming up the pipes, that's for sure. Patrick Coonan chests the ball down. I think he thought one of his teammates passed it to him, and he got an earful from his coach, Joe Fiedler, on the sideline. I think Coach Fiedler thought Coonan was just trying to waste time, which isn't a bad game plan if you ask me, but I'm not the coach. Long pass finds the head of Bailey Lyons. Lyons has played well. I believe this is his first start of the season, starting for Steve Omenia, who's out with the red card. Bailey Lyons played big minutes. He's played well on the defensive line. That's a pressure position for this Knights team, especially coming in for Steve Omenia. Omenia, I believe, one of the better players on this Knights team. To come in and start for him as a freshman, I think is a big deal. Bailey Lyons has done very well so far. Bailey Lyons is a 6'1" freshman out of Easton High School. Here comes the goal kick for Sea Devils. Zambrano goes from one side to the other side. Here is goal kick, neither team able to control it for long. Finally, a whistle blows. It goes against the Sea Devils, so the Knights will have possession of the ball. Head coach Joe Fiedler for the Knights yelling at his team to come on and pick up the pace. He wants to see his team continue to play well here in the final 31 minutes of this game, even though that they're pretty much guaranteed to walk out of here with another W. Here's Munley with the ball. Nobody around him. Decides to cross. Crosses it into Robinson. Robinson, instead of going for the shot, decided to carry it. Probably wasn't a good idea. Here's Nathan Nokar. A little bit better than the first two shots. It's on target. The cameraman just reminded me, first two weren't, not even close. So I think if he gets another shot, he's burying it in the back of the net. Lions kicks it out of the danger zone. Nehemiah Crawford comes down with the ball. Crawford, man, he has got some jets. Puts the brakes on, gets past one defender, shot, no good, goes out of bounds, last touched by the Knights. A goal kick for the Sea Devils. Goal kick for the Sea Devils coming up shortly. Here's Javier Alvatrani, pass to his teammate on the far sideline. Passes it up to Crawford. Crawford can't control it. Alvatrani comes down with a loose ball. Trying to make things happen, and the offsides flag is up. Very close offsides call, but the referee has the flag up in the air and he's waving it. This will be a free kick for the Sea Devils. 28 minutes and some change left. Huh. I'm sure they read all this one. The Sea Devils trying to make a run up that near sideline. There's a good opportunity to get something going for the Sea Devils. They're unable to. Nathan Nokar kicks that ball out of the defensive zone for the Knights. Avoids the danger momentarily, but the Sea Devils still with possession of the ball. Now on the far sideline. Pass. Bailey Lyons is there. He kicks it over towards the midfield line. Sea Devils still in possession of this ball. I think it's the longest time the Sea Devils have possessed the ball here in this game. Now on the far sideline. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Sea Devils, and this will be a goal kick for Patrick Coonan and the Knights. Yassine Igidre coming into the game for the Knights. Also coming into the game, Karash Lavani and Talik Willis. Willis and Igidre both have goals in this game. We'll be looking to add at least one more here in the second half. Lyons passes it back to his goalkeeper. Not a very good kick there from Coonan. Want to avoid going through the middle, but he was bailed out by one of his teammates. But here come the Sea Devils once again. Nathan Nokar chests it down, tries to carry it. Here's Simmons back out onto the field. He left the action in the first half with an apparent injury, and now the rain is starting to come down a little harder here. It's been raining all afternoon, pretty much all day. Patrick Coonan will take the goal kick once again. 26 minutes left here in this game, and the score is 5-0 in favor of your Knights. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth. I want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. I want to thank you for joining us all season long, as this has been a very exciting season so far, and it's only going to get more exciting as we head down the stretch. Ron Igidre buries the shot into the back of the net. His second goal of the game. Storm Robinson with the assist, his first of the game.
Check. Yeah. Okay, now 7 with the goal, 10 on the assist. Time of the goal, 64-21. 64-21, 7 from 10.
See, that's what really threw me off when I had to do that myself. I was like counting after this first half. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
That Knights goal was scored by number 7, Yassine Igidre. Assisted by number 10, Storm Robinson. Time of the goal, 64 minutes and 21 seconds.
Right there from our PA announcer, 25 minutes left here in this contest, and it is now a 6-0 game. Yassine Igidre had a goal in the 33rd minute in the first half. Here in the 64th minute, he gets another one. Igidre came into this contest with no goals on the season. Did have 4 assists, though. Now he's got 2 to go along with his assists. Good day points-wise for Igidre. He's got 2 goals and an assist. He assisted on Talik Willis's goal back in the 29th minute. And I said it earlier in this broadcast in the first half, I think Yassine Igidre, one of the unsung heroes on this Knights team. Last year played a big role as a freshman. This year started the season as a starter, now coming off the bench. But he's always one of the first players to come off the bench, and he always gives you a spark, and he always gives you energy off the bench, and that's exactly what you want out of your role players. I know head coach Joe Fiedler is happy with what he's seen from Igidre in today's contest. 6-0 is our score. The Sea Devils with the ball on the far sideline. We've got a Sea Devils player limping on the far sideline. Looks to be number 20, David Graham. I'll tell you if he comes out of the game or if he stays in the game. I think Talik Willis may have gotten away with a handball there. No referee around him to see it. Ball goes down the far sideline. Here comes Simmons. Simmons into the middle. But a good defensive play there by Oji Nasevic to intercept that pass. Nasevic over to Igidre. Igidre just lets it roll over to Koyate, who was right there. Koyate decides to restart this entire process and kick it back to his goalkeeper, number 55, Patrick Coonan. You can't miss Coonan out there. I know he is wearing the long sleeve gray goalie jersey, but he's also got those bright blue cleats on. So soccer is as much of a sport as it is a fashion statement. Some of these players with their bright colored cleats. And just a shoulder tackle from behind there. No card, quick whistle, quick restart. Coonan with the pass over the Lions, but Dawkins a little slow getting up. He wasn't already wet, he is now, after tasting that turf. 22 minutes and some change left. Storm Robinson with the shot. Great foot save there by Zambrano. Zambrano, even though he's gave up 6 goals in this contest, I don't think that's his fault. His defense definitely has not helped him out in this game, and he has made a couple really nice saves. I think without Zambrano, this game may be closer to 8-9-0 instead of being 6. But regardless, I'm sure Zambrano can't wait for this final 22 minutes to be over with, and he can try and put this one behind him and start focusing on his next game. Igidre splits the uprights. Igidre trying to join that hat trick club. Substitutions coming into the game for the Knights. Looks to be Robert Sims, Luis Vasquez, and Dominic Padilla as well. I think we'll just continue to see that As this contest gets closer to the end, still a couple starters in the game for the Knights. Javon Dawkins and Bailey Lyons both out there as well. Bailey Lyons may play the rest, but I think we'll see Javon Dawkins take a break at some point in this contest. Head coach Joe Fiedler still has, I think, one or two more bench players on that bench. Here come the Sea Devils. Coonan comes off his line and easily makes that save. Now the ball on the far sideline, trying to pass up to Igidre. Igidre, can he chase it down? He can't. Sea Devils decide to kick it back to that goalkeeper, restart this possession. Here comes Padilla. He chases down the loose ball. Over to OG Nasevic. Nasevic trying to switch fields and find Igidre. Nice passing from the Sea Devils. Now going for the long pass. Javon Dawkins steps in front of it, chests it down. Passes it over to Nasevic. Nasevic, pass over to Igidre. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second half. Sea Devils step in front of it. They turn it right back over. Bailey Lyons to pass over to Igidre. Igidre gets past the first defender. Passes over to Vasquez. Vasquez can't control it. Goes out of bounds. Possession arrow will stay with the Knights, though. Whistle blows, it goes against the Knights. Sea Devils will have free kick, under 20 minutes left to play here. 6-0 is the score. Padilla, the pass back to his goalkeeper. Not a good kick there by Coonan. He just kicks it right up into the air. Luckily, his defenders bail him out. Here comes Lavani. Lavani tries the long pass, but Sea Devils step in front of it, avoid disaster momentarily. Now here come the Sea Devils on the attack once again. They will have the throw-in after this substitution. That's loud. I won't do that. I turned the mic off. Here we are back. Substitutions came into the game for the Sea Devils. Throw-in's not a good one. Goes off the chest of Simmons. And here come the Knights. The throw-in once again. OG Nasevic gets a head on that ball. He tried to head it over to Luis Vasquez, who was cutting up that near sideline. The Sea Devils player was able to get in front of it before Vasquez did. Good play there from the Sea Devils defender to shield Talik Willis, getting towards that ball. Javon Dawkins comes down with the loose ball, but he almost loses it. He's got to try to find somebody to pass it to. He's got two blue jerseys around him. He finally passes it over to Nasevic, who passes it over to Sims. Sims, long pass up to Igidre, and Igidre cannot control it. Goes out of bounds, last touched by the Knights. 17 minutes and some change left in this one, and the score is still 6-0 in favor of your Knights. I think if I was a Sea Devils fan or a player or coach, I would just like to see my team get one goal on the board. You never want to see that goose egg, especially when you're down by so many points or down by so many goals. Makes the goose egg look that much worse. Ball goes out of bounds. Padilla with the throw. The referee hadn't told him to throw yet because we have a substitution coming into the game. For the Knights, looks to be number 8, Cameron Schnack, coming in for Talik Willis. Willis had a goal in the first half. Back in the 29th minute, Padilla with the pass, or with the throw-in. OG Nasevic comes down with the loose ball, passes it over to Sims. Sims, long pass up to Igidre. Guidre controls it. He's got blue jerseys around him, but he's also got a white jersey cutting up the far sideline. Passes it to that white jersey, but they lose it, and the Sea Devils are on the attack once again. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Sea Devils. Here come the Knights. 16 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this game, and the score is still 6-0. Vasquez. And they're going to say that was offsides. That goal does not count.